Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, April 12, 2025. Early today, there could be tensions centering around money or practical and business matters, but as the day advances, you feel stronger and more content. In fact, you can turn worries into the inspiration to make creative changes. Through minor conflicts or misunderstandings comes more insight into yourself and others. It becomes a good time to put effort into something you feel passionate about, particularly related to your practical worlds, such as your work, money, or health. You could be in the position of leader with work or duties, and you're ready to take the initiative. You're putting recent problems that have been weighing you down into perspective. For many weeks, lovely Venus, our goddess planet of pleasure, attraction, and profit, has been spinning in a new cycle. Currently, she is dancing through your solar house and in the depths of a long retrograde cycle. Remember not to make any financial decisions whatsoever, especially until she turns direct on April 12th. In fact, you may even want to hold off on any big decisions until nearly mid-May. You're not seeing value or money clearly at all. However, an enjoyable way to spend this time would be to bargain shop with your lover. You could find dazzling items others have not noticed. Money might come your way. You may have discussed a financial opportunity around April 4th. The economic opportunity may have referred to negotiations, raises, promotions, or side gigs. Either way, you will know what to expect when Mercury in Pisces conjuncts the North Node in Pisces and opposes the South Node in Virgo. Financial clarity will come today. However, prepare yourself if you do not receive the answer you were hoping to hear. Regardless of what happens, see this as your sign to adjust accordingly as you move forward. The planets are in a favorable position now, producing no small amount of mysteriously steamy heat. In other words, be careful about your aim these days, for you might not have a very clear view of what you want. Instead, look within for direction and listen to your body for important messages. Usually your body tells you what it needs when you care to listen. To tune into your body, be sure to get a workout at least 3 times a week. Be sure that your guidance of others is tempered with compassion and sensitivity. The essence of this day's vibration will greatly enhance your leadership skills. However, it can also see you more in tune with your ambitions than with the needs of others. Given your usual drive to accomplish things, this can be damaging. Just slow down every now and then as you go about your business, at least long enough to notice how others are doing around you. As she slows to a standstill ahead of her direct turn to your income sector over the weekend, Venus is happy to stand on the sidelines as the Moon and Mercury cross the lunar nodes from opposite sides of the sky. This is putting the spotlight on the lunar nodes' policing of a balance between money coming in and money going out, while Mercury is fighting to keep your focus on the income and the Moon on the other side of the financial fence. From the sidelines and still holding the doors open to the past and second chances, Venus will be looking for opportunities on both sides. While Venus and Mercury, the planets of love and communication, both retrograde back out of your communication sector at the end of last month, and Mercury will return next week, it will be another 3 weeks before Venus returns. Mercury will be back before Mars returns to your relationship sector next week, and after the Moon left there yesterday, there are already planets on the communication front that are getting the ball rolling. Gemini, curiosity is your compass today. Your quote of the day: each thought is a window, open the right ones. Your color of the day is lemon yellow, lively and sharp. Lucky numbers: 3, 11, 18. Mental energy runs high, channel it into creation, not just chatter. A conversation may turn unexpectedly deep, lean into it. Choose your distractions wisely, not all are equal. Your voice holds the power to unlock new ideas. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment to settle in and breathe into the energy of April 13, 2025. This reading isn't about predicting the future in some distant or detached way, it's about tuning into the rhythm of your present, helping you feel a little more aligned with your inner truth, and reminding you that your journey is unfolding with purpose, even when things feel unclear. Wherever you're joining from today, whether it's morning coffee, a quiet walk, or a moment stolen between tasks, this is your space to pause and connect. The first card that steps forward is the Six of Swords, and there's such a gentle kind of wisdom in this card. It speaks to transitions, not necessarily dramatic ones, but the slow and steady movement from one emotional shore to another. You may be in the midst of leaving something behind, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally. It could be a mindset that no longer fits, a chapter that's naturally closing, or even a relationship dynamic you're redefining. This card honors the courage it takes to move forward even when you're not sure what's next. It reminds you that healing doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes, it's as quiet as making peace with the past and choosing to carry only what's necessary. If you've been sensing a shift within, even a subtle one, the Six of Swords is a sign that you're moving in the right direction toward calmer waters, more aligned connections, and greater clarity. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. This energy is nurturing, intuitive, and deeply compassionate. Today, you may feel especially connected to your emotional world or to the people around you who need a little extra understanding. The Queen of Cups invites you to lead with your heart, but not to the point of self-sacrifice. Her strength is in her empathy, her ability to hold space without losing herself in other people's waves. Maybe you've been someone else's anchor lately, or maybe you've needed one and haven't known how to ask. Let this card remind you that emotional depth is a gift, and when you honor it your own and others, you create space for healing and connection. This might be a beautiful time to journal, reach out to a friend, or even just sit in quiet reflection. Your sensitivity is not a burden, it's your superpower. The third card we're working with is the Eight of Pentacles. I love this card because it celebrates effort, the kind you've been quietly putting in, maybe without even realizing it. This is the card of craftsmanship, dedication, and progress over perfection. Whether you've been working on yourself, your relationships, your goals, or your actual work, this card affirms that what you're doing matters. You're building something lasting, something meaningful, and even if you're not seeing results just yet, they are coming. Think of this like tending a garden. You water, you weed, you wait, and eventually, something blooms. Keep going. Every small step counts, even when no one else sees it. Especially then. And now, the Knight of Wands comes blazing in with a burst of bold, passionate energy. If you've been feeling stuck or unsure, this card might be your permission slip to shake things up. It's a call to reconnect with your enthusiasm, to take a leap, to act on something that excites you even if it's a little impulsive or imperfect. When was the last time you followed a spark just because it felt good? The Knight of Wands doesn't wait for conditions to be perfect, he moves with courage and curiosity. Maybe today's the day to start that creative project, book that weekend trip, or finally, speak your truth. Let yourself feel lit up by life again. Our final card for today is the Ten of Cups, and what a beautiful note to end on. This card is all about emotional fulfillment, deep gratitude, and the kind of joy that comes from knowing you're aligned with what really matters. It's not about having everything look perfect on the outside, it's about inner peace, loving connections, and a sense of wholeness that comes from within. If you're already feeling this today, soak it in. If not, let this card be a gentle reminder that this kind of happiness is possible and within reach. Sometimes we forget how much beauty surrounds us in the everyday, the way the sun comes through the window, the sound of someone laughing, the stillness of early morning. The Ten of Cups nudges you to notice it, to be present for it, to claim it, in whatever way it shows up. Together, these cards, the Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Ten of Cups, paint a picture of a day that asks for both softness and bravery. A day that holds space for your healing, your heart, your hard work, and your hope. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to feel deeply. You're allowed to work toward what matters. You're allowed to be excited. And yes, you are absolutely allowed to be happy. So now I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's reading resonated with you most? Are you feeling the energy of transition? The call to reconnect with joy? Or maybe you're simply appreciating the reminder that your emotions are valid and your journey is sacred. Whatever came up for you, feel free to share in the comments. Your story might just help someone else feel seen too. Wherever you are today, may you feel grounded, encouraged, and reminded that you are exactly where you need to be.